Hello folks, thanks again for joining us on yet another edition of Uncharted Waters TV. I'm your host Bobby Wilson, and today we're in the northeastern section of the mountains of Tennessee. It's beautiful up here. We're going to be showing you folks how to tie some flies today, and we're going to be wetting a hook tomorrow by finding some waters in our airplane. Today I'm with a special guest, Tony Wilson. Tony is not only a local expert fly fisherman, but he also ties his own flies. Tony, tell us a little bit about what you're getting ready to tie for us to be prepared maybe to catch a trout tomorrow of some sort.
There's three basic types of flies. You got your dry flies, which are like your mayflies, and those float on top of the water. And you have nymphs, which float below the water, which is 90% of what trout eat is a nymph. And those float below the surface. That's the emerging fly when it hatches in the larva stage, when it comes out. And then you have streamers, which imitate stuff like crayfish and minnows and such. Today I'm going to tie a nymph for you, since that's 90% of what trout eat. And this particular fly I'm going to do is Pat's nymph. I was taught to it by Pat Prophet himself, one of the original Tennessee fly masters.
Cool.
And this is doesn't imitate a particular fly, but it represents what the trout would see in a mountain stream like this. It's a whole lot of different bugs. We're going to start off here with just a few basic things. We're using a regular fish hook here. We've got our hook loaded with a little bit of lead to make it sink, because you want to get the fly down to where the fish are. We've got a little bit of 8/0 thread here, and we're going to give it a try. I'm going to get a little deer tail here, snip a little off. Length is real important. Most common thing people make a mistake on when they're tying flies to begin with is they make the tail too long. It's very difficult to do. It always needs to be a little shorter than you think. We're going to add the deer tail in here for the tail on this fly.
Oh man, you got a good tight wrap with that thing.
Yeah, just wrap it tight. Overhitch there, cinch it down. Not much to that. This is a simple fly, and like I said, this is like a lot of bugs fish would see in the mountain streams. Now in the mountain streams, you can get away with a little bigger bugs than you can in the tailwaters. All right, we're going to take a little fly tires wax here. It's a little sticky stuff like glue. We're going to load it up on our thread here. That's just to get the dubbing to stick. Come in on our little rabbit's face here and trim up a little of that. I like a little bit of dark color this time of year.
Well, Tony, other than killing and skinning your own rabbit, I mean, where do you purchase stuff like this?
Any fly tying shop has it, and this is all purchased here, okay? And this is treated. You know, there's not going to be any bacteria or anything. All this is. Okay, so I'm going to get a little color here with this. Going to snip a little of this fur off right here. And we're just going to touch dub our thread.
You gonna guarantee me tomorrow that this fly is gonna produce me a nice trout, or is it all dependent upon where I put it?
I'm going to guarantee you that we're going to go fishing tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
So we're going to load that up with our hairs here. Got the wax sticking it together, and that's just hairs going a whole lot of different directions, and the wrapping's going to hold that in place.
I understand.
Okay? And we're ready to load him up. What we're going to do is we're going to work to the front, because we want to finish at the front. Overhand knot just to tie that off, secure that a couple of times. Boom.
Half hitch.
Boom. There. And give it one more. Okay. Now we're going to take our little hackle here from Mr. Rooster. Okay, here comes the most delicate part here. Hope we can pull this off here. We're going to add a little rooster hurl around here. Cinch him into place there. This is the first place the fly will break down if it's not tied well, so you have to pull this off, and then here's what really brings it out.
So you're just wrapping that around. Well, that's turning out to be pretty.
Snip it off right here. And we are ready to fish, my friend. And that's a simple East Tennessee mountain fly. Represents a lot of bugs that you'll find in the creek, and hopefully we can catch a fish with it.
Now, we're here in the middle of August, and the water's low. Now, you would use this fly this time of the year in these conditions just as well as the spring of the year and the fall?
Yeah, spring through fall mostly. It will catch fish in the winter, but spring through fall, this is a very good fly in the mountain streams.
That's going to do the trick tomorrow.
It's going to do the trick. I hope.
All right. Got one more question for you. I noticed you use a gamecock feather on there now. I want to know how you folks from Tennessee feel about these gamecocks.
Well, seeing as how the old ball coach is from East Tennessee, and we have about an 800 winning percentage against the old Gamecocks, that we feel pretty good.
Well, I'm doggone. That's a pretty good rebuttal.
Go Vols.
Folks, I hope you've enjoyed Tony showing you a little bit about these flies. I'm looking so forward tomorrow to trying this fly out. So first thing in the morning, we're going to be on one of these streams, and we're going to be trying to give her a shot. So stay tuned. We got some great action coming your way.